Hi, it's Greg, and today let's understand how HubSpot manages the source information of your leads. So in every marketing effort, it's really important to understand exactly how our leads came to our website and what did they interact with. And HubSpot will naturally give you this information. For instance, if you go to your analytic tools in the traffic analytic graph, you will instantly have the number of the visitors coming from organic source or social paid source or referral source, etc., etc. So it's a good thing that HubSpot gives us this information, but we need to understand how HubSpot collect and stock this information and what rules it follows to get this information. So I will divide this video in two parts. The first part is to understand the native properties of HubSpot regarding the source of a lead. And on the second part, we will see how to implement a UTM system on your HubSpot portal to have the same data in HubSpot than in your Google Analytics, Google Ads Manager, or Meta Business Manager. So first of all, let's see how HubSpot generates and stock natively this source information of your leads. Basically, HubSpot will divide these source information into two groups of three properties. It will stock the original source of a lead and the last source of a lead. The original source will concern the first time a lead converts in your website, and the last source will be the last time he went to your website after he subscribed. And for each of these two groups, we will have three main properties. So the first property is either original source or last source, and is basically the most global information about the source of a lead. So basically it will tell you if it's like an organic traffic lead, or if it's a paid social lead, or referral lead, etc. The second property is original drill down one. Basically this property provides additional context regarding the source of a contact. For instance, this property might include the name of the social network the contact interacted with, such as Twitter or Facebook, import if the contact was created via an import file, or the name of a marketing campaign. It's important to note that this property is automatically set by HubSpot and cannot be updated manually. And the last property is either original or last drill down to, and it provides more specific context regarding a contact source. This value can be the exact name or ID of the specific content the contact came from, such as a website URL, the name of an import file, or the name of a marketing email, for instance. Similar to the drill down one property, it cannot be updated manually because it's set by HubSpot. So now that we see all these three properties stock information in HubSpot, I advise you to go on HubSpot's website to see a recap tab that explains you exactly what kind of information these three properties can store. For instance, if a traffic comes from a Google search, we will see as the original or last source organic search. On original or latest source drill down one, we will see the search term if available. And for original or latest source drill down 2, we will see the search engine website. So now we saw how HubSpot generate and stock this source information, but we noticed something. We cannot update anything manually, so we can't manipulate this data to make it match our nomenclature. But the main issue with this HubSpot native source information is that other tools, mostly paid campaign tools such as Meta Business Manager or Google Ads, are not following the same system and are preferring UTM system. So basically, what is a UTM? UTM means Urchin Tracking Module, and it's a system that creates tracking URL to be able to put a lot of information within this URL to have the most complete information of a source of a lead. So the idea is to put different components in the URL to track different kind of information. Mostly we have 5 main components: UTM campaign, UTM source, UTM content, UTM term, and UTM medium. So these information are really clear and useful to track the efficiency of every campaign you're launching, but the thing is, you will not store this data in HubSpot natively. Fortunately, implementing this UTM system in your portal is really easy and quick. You just need to create 5 single line text properties based on these 5 UTM. So to do so, just go to Settings, Properties, create a property, and you need to create these 5 properties. So UTM campaign, UTM source, UTM content, UTM term, and UTM medium. Be careful, it's really important to create these properties with those exact names, because the internal name of this property should be UTM underscore campaign, UTM underscore source, etc., etc. Now that you create these 5 properties, you just need to drag and drop them into all your forms and make them as a hidden field. That way, HubSpot, when a lead will come from a tracking URL and will submit a form, will automatically take this URL information and store it in those properties, and because they are hidden, the lead will not see them appearing on your website. To hide a field in a form, just go to your form editor, click on the property, and on the left side, you will click on Make this field hidden. So now that's the good news. Every lead that's coming from Facebook or Google with a tracking URL will be able to store this information in your portal. And the last thing I would like to see with you today is the URL tracking builder tool created by HubSpot. So HubSpot gives you the possibility to create other tracking URL to be able to track this UTM information for other kind of campaigns. So for instance, if you have a YouTube video and you want to promote a specific lead magnet in your description, you will create this kind of tracking URL to be able to understand where does the lead that click on this lead magnet came from. To do so, you just need to go to Reports, Analytic Tools, scroll down and choose URL Tracking Builder. Once it's done, you just need to choose the URL you want to track and to choose your different UTM component values. So now you understand exactly how HubSpot store and generate the source information and how to adapt your portal to have a UTM system working. I hope this video was clear enough. If this was the case, don't forget to put a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. It helps me a lot. And if you want to deepen your skills on HubSpot, I create a private web page on Notion named the Workflow Box. To access it, you just need to click on the link in the description and fill a short form, and you will be able to access to all the different workflows I presented on my channels. For each workflow, you will find a detailed description, a blog post that gives much more context about how this workflow is supposed to work, a tutorial video like the one you're looking right now, and a step-by-step action plan in the form of a to-do list to be sure you can implement this workflow to your portal. This was Greg, I wish you a great week and see you next Monday.